So I'm right now filling it up with water, just water for now. I'm gonna throw in vinegar after I completely drain out this water, but I'm gonna leave it for 24 hours once I do put in the vinegar, and then baking soda right after that for a couple minutes, just so it can neutralize. And I did throw some bolts and nuts in there beforehand, like right when I took it out. No water, nothing, just like the little bit of gas that was left. Threw the nuts and bolts, shook it with the old gas that was in there, took out all the nuts and bolts. Then I went ahead and filled it up with water, and this is the process that I'm going through now that I just explained. So I guess I'll update you guys tomorrow once I do throw in or take out the vinegar and throw in the baking soda and see how it's looking from there. I should be able to see if it got pretty clear from the vinegar alone. And then you clean out the rest of that baking soda with nail polish remover and either lacquer. So that's what I'm gonna do, and probably throw some 2-stroke oil so it doesn't rust again. Now also, when you throw in the baking soda, don't fill it up all the way, just enough so you can shake it around, make sure it touches every piece of metal in there so it can kind of dilute and stop from flash rusting. And so, how I said, let's get the strainer done so we can just put that on and not have to deal with this. Close it up and put it in the gas tank right away and fill this thing up with gas, because that's what you want to do. So this is how the vinegar did. It did a pretty good job, honestly. Can't get better than this. So I'll leave it alone. Maybe should have left it 48 hours, but I don't have any more vinegar and I'm happy with this. This is fine, as long as I got that dust and debris out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw some baking soda on here and get the rest of it out. So I wanted to go ahead and show you what I'm using to clean off the rust on that gas lever, and it's this type of pink jelly goo type substance. You leave it on there for 5 to 10 minutes and it leaves it with the gray metal base. Now I don't know if this does like a type of sealant or helps it not rust again. That I don't know, because usually I just paint over with, you know, primer or whatever when I've used it before. So I can't tell you if it does that. But what I'm gonna do is just, once it's done, does the job, put it back, and hopefully it doesn't rust again. Because it didn't completely rust out, it's just like surface rust on there. Now, from what I've seen is that gas lever has a circlip on the end of where the little black floaty thing is at. So you can remove that and pretty much make that whole rod yourself. It's a simple rod to make in your house. I think maybe Honda sells it, I don't know, but that seems pretty easy to make. So I would remake that in metal, or I don't know if you can use titanium or aluminum with gas. I don't know if it eats the material up. You can search that up. I'm not so sure myself, but that's just a way that you can go if you don't want to, like, you know, clean that and fix it and take your, you know, just kind of waste time doing that, and you can just buy a new one. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this, be done with it, and that's it. So I wanted to go ahead and show you the jelly substance that I was talking about, and look how it's doing a great job, if you ask me. I wish I can show it before and after, but I kind of showed it before there in the video. You can go back to it, but you can kind of already see that the gray, or, you know, the metal base is showing, and the rust kind of leaving already. I'm kind of leaving it past 5 to 10 minutes because this was pretty bad. I did put some on this end, and you can see the circlip right there where you can remove that and probably remove this whole stick, how I said. And probably gonna have to put some more right on that edge because I don't like how that looks. So here it is. Hopefully you can get a clear view on it. I know it's very small stick and not the greatest background, but let me put my hand in the way. Look how clean that looks compared to how it was. So now what I'm gonna do is, and then also clean, how I said, the floater. I want to clean that up. So now I'm gonna put this back how it was. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the way this thing was reading, which I don't think it will, but you just never know with these things. So you just press that on there, get it as low as possible because you can break these tabs, and I think that's the thing I'm most scared of. So everything went on perfect. So there it is, all completely connected. And I believe that's the right way. Yeah, I think it can only go one way, so we are good there. Now, if there's any extra rust, make sure you remove it from there. So now, I have all this rust around me, so I wanna make sure I clean all that out. So here I have the cable. This, I believe I can just connect completely. There's really no problem with this, or nothing that I have to worry about. Just connect it and leave it alone. I'm gonna go ahead and connect this. Let's see if it's as easy as it looked on there. Okay. Wow, so that, I don't know if you heard that click, but there we go, that's done. Yeah, that's 3. So go ahead and clip that on there. We're good there. Now, gonna go ahead and clip this on. All right. So let me not forget the other tools. So, how I said, this comes with all the little tubes you need to be able to do this. I think the filter is gonna be the one holding this in for the most part. But yeah, okay, so now we go ahead and use these little clips. These are interesting little clips. So I don't really have to put that now. We're good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and install it on here. Already putting the little bracket on there, whatever it's called, I forgot, I don't know why. So it's completely installed all the way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and screw this on. So remember to put this on before you go ahead and put the filter on. This is probably the most delicate thing that you want. So it seems to have 2 options on what you want to put on there. So let me go ahead and remove this real quick. So this one is perfect because it gives you 2 options. So I'm going to use the option that I believe it came with. So comes with like a little washer. That I don't know what to do with. So let me see if this one has or had a washer or something. So I think it goes up here so it doesn't fall. So thank God I removed that little plastic. So I believe you put that after. So let's go ahead and install this. So this is gonna go in here. So I'm gonna get a closer look. So there it is. In, only goes one way. Now, this little washer is gonna go on the tip here to hold it down. Just do a size 5 socket. It's completely on. You can see the fitting there. So just go ahead and use the old piece of rubber that you were using before. Comes with this one, use the little one. I mostly say that because it seems to stick on a lot better. And also clean it. Look how dirty that looks. So make sure you clean it before installing it. That's just further rust that can get in there. We don't want that. So just install it back. This one, like I heard an actual, not a click, but you can feel it actually fall in the grooves and hold. And I believe the middle is where you want to press. There we go. That felt pretty good. All right, so that's done. Now we also have this. I guess I did forget about this. This is what holds it down. And this would be the better thing because this actually has the shape of this. So actually do use the old one. So make sure you don't lose it. So this comes up, and then the seal comes through the bottom. That's it, we're out. So we really want to be careful with the seal. Now take your time now and clean this up with water. Make sure the seal is good. Now usually buy a new seal. In my case, there's none locally right now. So I'm just gonna have to go ahead and use this. I'm fine with that. It should seal fine as long as I clean it, let it dry, and we'll put it back on and be done with it. So there they are, completely cleaned. I don't know if there's a right way or wrong way of putting this on, but I'll check to see if there is or not. I think there is a right way to put this on. So yeah, there it is. That goes in there and that starts the whole process and everything. So now that I'm done with this one, put this in here. There's this other little gasket, and I think this is the evap, like whole little thing. Now go ahead and take off this seal too and clean that up as well. So everything's put back together and cleaned. Look how good that looks. Completely new. This was pretty hard to put on, at least the gasket, because of these little rubber tabs that you have to push in and then they'll stick. So I just kept pressuring it until finally it went in. Also, don't forget to press this little area in because that goes into a little groove as well. So press all this little side here in. Now it's ready. Now I can go clean the gas tank. Once I clean it, dry it up, and it's ready to go, I can go ahead and install this quickly without any trouble. Now we're gonna put these tabs on. We're gonna remove them from the old one. Let's see if we can do it. You could possibly buy these at O'Reilly's or any auto parts store, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the old ones. They're working fine, and hopefully they don't break off. If they do, go buy some new ones. So I went ahead and pulled out both little tabs. They're in there like this. Just go ahead and pry it from the bottom. I used this again to just go ahead and pry from back here and was able to pry it off that little lip, and now they're out. Obviously, don't have to clean them, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways.